Hello and welcome back everyone. My name is Matthew here with Crescent Vale with a self-graded card review of a Shohei Ohtani Revolution Groove Parallel. And Ohtani is just blown up. His prices, even like essentially this card, is really becoming a collector's item. All cards, left and right. If it's a parallel, if it's low numbered, if it's, just a high sought after card, they are going for top dollar right now. And the reason why I'm doing this graded review in addition is there's a bit of a story, and we've already done one video on this card, and right now we're waiting to hear back from an eBayer. So essentially what my brother did during Christmas time was he went to purchase some cards for me on eBay. And whenever he did it, the eBay seller, they probably were very busy around the holidays, and they essentially shipped the wrong card. Now, I didn't realize this. I even asked my brother, did you ship me a Ohtani card? And he was just like, no, I that wasn't one of the cards I purchased. So when he says that, I'm just like, well, somebody randomly has just sent this to me. And I just think to myself, like, well, this is a little too gracious. This is a little too nice. Doesn't make quite sense. So yesterday, I'm talking with my younger brother. He's like, did you ever get the Amen Thompson card that I sent you? I'm like, no. I'm like, pull up the eBay buyer on that because I kept the packaging from that Ohtani. And I realized, yeah, it lines up. Same seller with the packaging. And then I'm like, okay, so I need to reach out to the seller on that card and basically do what's right. And reached out to them, waiting to hear back. But essentially, if I don't hear back in several days or they tell me return it, I return it. If they say keep it, then we're going to do a self-graded card review and we're going to go on that. But this is a card that I specifically pulled, this Revolution card here. Pulled it out of a pack. Didn't realize how valuable he would be. I just stuffed it away for several years. I don't even know what year I bought this in. Let's quickly see. A 2021. So we might as well do the surface while we're back here. 2021. Didn't realize his value. Probably should have been buying a lot more Ohtanis back in 2021. This was just something from a box that I purchased. So this is pack fresh. Beautiful kind of groove parallel. Just explosion in this man's value for cards. And now that I'm putting underneath the light, this actually is kind of neat to do a self-grade card review with a groove parallel on a Revolution. This is visually stunning right now. Not all cards we review is this visually stunning, but yeah. And there are more visually stunning stuff, but this card just kind of, I don't want to say blows my mind, but slightly does. So to the person that would be purchasing this, more power to you. And I don't see a flaw in the surface. Now, I think this is my first time grading a Revolution card. It is. So I haven't really had a chance to like nitpick the surface on these cards as much, but we're going to go ahead and nitpick it right now. And I'm not seeing anything. The back, I didn't see anything, and the front, I'm not seeing any flaws. So whenever I can't find a single flaw, I have to grade it 10. And quickly, we have to do a disclaimer before we even really get too far into the video. Essentially, the disclaimer is this card will be sold raw. It's essentially known as raw. It's not known as graded because I'm not a professional grader. But surface 10. It's essentially going to be sold raw. The grades are essentially my grades. They are not guaranteed to cross over at other grading companies. The price is not guaranteed to increase with a grade. Essentially, this is my best assessment. eBay essentially has a required field that has you rate the condition of a card. That's kind of broad. So essentially what I'm doing is a very detailed analysis of the condition of the card. And that way, my buyers know exactly what they're getting. They can watch these YouTube videos, say, hey, I'm going to spend a little bit more money on this. I want to see it at different angles. I want to see it up close. I want to know exactly what I'm getting. And to me, that level of transparency is what the hobby needs. And everybody, I would almost say, should be doing this. But maybe there are other eBayers doing this. More power to them if they are. So I keep looking at this corner, like whenever we're down almost at this angle, I feel like there's whitening whenever I'm down here and looking at it from this angle. I'm trying to get the most accurate description of this corner, and then I kind of pull it up. Let's look a little bit closer. And I don't know if I really see much whitening there. So this is almost like two levels of Zooming in on it right now. Yeah, and some people are saying like, hey, you need better equipment. You need to essentially have, the word might be a microscope. And there's just probably like a heavy amount of data or analysis that I could do with a microscope. But I think this is the only corner on it that like slightly gives me pause. And it's not even much. But I would probably give that like in between a 9 and a 9.5 for a corner. Like this corner here, I don't see much at all wrong with it. I kind of have like a piece of fuzz there that doesn't really detract from the condition of it. So that's sharp. It's in between a 9.5 and a 10. I could say that's a 9.5. So corners right now, I'm probably going to go with 9.5. We gave the surface a 10. So I think 9.5 on the corners is fair because that bottom left, in certain angles, it kind of feels a little soft, but not that soft. Centers, and we'll do edges next. We'll go in reverse order. Usually we do centering first, but that's okay. So yeah, just the I don't want to say level of perfection, but this card is close to perfect. I don't know if I can call it perfect with that bottom right corner. Kind of feel like, well, it's not 100% perfect, and that's really whenever we're giving out 10s, is that there's no room for flaws. But I can't really find too many. I could almost say it's slightly rigid in some of these edges. So we could give that a 9.5 for the edges. Edges 9.5, we had a surface with a 10. So now we need to be able to assess the centering. And the centering, I haven't cross-referenced as many of these Revolution cards to be able to know how other companies are. I could use the S as an anchor point at the bottom, but I don't know if I really will have an anchor point at the top. I don't. So I essentially can use the anchor point to the right and the bottom as two anchor points. So we'll go ahead and do that and see if that lines up. I'm always looking for anchor points. I'm always looking for accuracy. So let's go ahead and take the font to the edge of the card. And it's looking like close to 3, in between 2.5 and 3. A little shy of 3. So we'll say a little shy of 3 on the right. And let's take a look here. So we have 1, 2, about on for 3 at the bottom. So very close whenever we have those two anchor points to work with. The number 13 on the back is a pretty clear anchor point. So that's always nice when we have a clear one. So let's start off with the font to the bottom. So that's 1, 2, almost 3.5 when we're rating the space to the bottom. To the top we have 1, 2, 3.5. So both of those line up, which is great. Similar to the front, there's not too many inconsistencies here so far that we're finding. So we could use the logo or the font. There we go. So 3, that's exactly what we're looking for. This other side might not hit 3, but let's first take a look at this logo. 3. So the numbering, this number, it would be nice if it also hit 3. 3. So yeah, the 9.5 for centering is what I'm going to end up doing for this. And that is 3 9.5s and a 10, so overall 9.5, which is our Gem Mint Plus, essentially how we our naming convention. So Gem Mint Plus on this, if we ever do, or I'm sorry, it's a Mint Plus. Let me rephrase that. Our 9s are mints, our 9.5s are Mint Plus, and when we ever, if do get a 10, it becomes a Gem Mint, and if it's 4 10s, which we haven't got one yet, 4 10s, all the subgrades, that would be a Gem Mint Plus. So 9s are mints, 9.5s are Mint Pluses, 10s with different subgrades are Gem Mints, 10 with all 4 subgrades, 10 gem mint plus. So we just add a plus whenever. 8.5 is near mint to mint plus, so if that does anything for you. Anywho, thank you for watching. That is our Shohei Ohtani card that will be posted in the near future. Check it out on eBay. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch.